Hey everybody, today we're going to be playing a Heartworm. So I was looking at some of the screenshots because I found this on Gamejolt and it kind of looks like a Silent Hill-ish PS1 style horror game, and I actually kind of dig the vibe, so I figured let's play the demo, see what it's like, and hopefully when it comes out maybe we could check out the full game. I'll leave it a link down in the description below. Maybe it's going to be your style, maybe you want to play it yourself, but I don't know, let's just jump into it because I don't honestly know very much else about it other than it's a PS1 style Silent Hill inspired horror game. So let's see. Oh, and it's tank controls. So I'm currently using a gamepad. I'm assuming you can play mouse and keyboard because because I did download this on Gamejolt, which is okay. They're not hungry. My TV and VCR. I don't really feel like watching anything right now. Yeah, because, you know, obviously it's, one of those things. Clinician's evaluation. Okay. Oh, I guess they want me to use mouse and keyboard. Okay. Alright. Now that I switched over to mouse and keyboard, let's see how this goes. Sam. 23-year-old female, average height and weight, no relevant medical history. Patient reported insomnia, reoccurring intrusive thoughts related to self-harm and harm to others, low self-esteem, obsessive tendencies, episodes of panic and high baseline anxiety, 7 of 10. It's relatable. Patient described these symptoms as chronic and varying in severity, possibly related to traumatic events from childhood. Patient also mentioned social relationships suffering as a result of symptoms. Observation. Preliminary labs returned normal. Heart rate and blood pressure elevated. Patient avoided eye contact and appeared anxious. She only spoke when queried. Patient appears detached, preoccupied with thoughts. Assessment. The following diagnoses are based on currently available information and may change as additional information becomes available. Post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety disorder, unspecified, major depressive disorder, recurrent and moderate, panic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder. Plan. Need to gather more information. Patient referred to psychiatrist for further evaluation and urged to follow up in the clinic in 7 days. Patient encouraged to research exposure therapy. Oh, cutscene. We had a tape come to the door. Is that our bed? Wait, do we also have like tattoos on our leg? Yeah, those look like tattoos. Unless they're scars. Because it did say she tried to, she was struggling from self-harm. I picked up the VHS tape. Are we just gonna ignore the fact that a random VHS tape just come in? I don't need to use the bathroom right now. Okay. Well, I mean, you're an adult. I haven't left the apartment in a week. That's not going to change now. I mean, it probably should. I mean, what about your food? Entree. I mean, why'd you get dressed then? Like, you're wearing boots and, like, nice clothing. If you didn't want to leave your house. I mean, I'm sure that there are definitely other things you could have worn. I guess whatever this is on the table, I can't pick up. Alright, well. I put the tape in. Let's see what's on it. Why, yes, I do remember this movie. Chronicles of Riddick, was it? Ah. An absolute classic. Ah, yes. The sequel. Oh, okay. Do you remember? What am I supposed to be remembering, friend? Okay. The doors are locked. This car looks so familiar. What's going on? I don't know. Ooh. Not gonna lie, these camera angles are kind of interesting. Reminds me of like playing these games back in the day. Do you remember? Like old school Resident Evil 2 and whatnot. I actually love this. It's awesome. You remember these games? Like Resident Evil 2, like tank controls? This is my house. It's locked from the other side. Yeah, because it's clearly somebody else's house. It's hard to see, but I can hear the faint hum of static through the window. Yeah? I mean, I can see the TV's on. How about you? But back in my day, it would appear that there were people inside that house. The garage door won't budge. The opening is too small to crawl through. So I guess we gotta, like, find a key to the door. Interesting. I'm expecting, like, zombie dogs to, like, just start jumping out at me. Oh, I can sprint. Cool. It looks like some kind of hatch. The doors won't budge. Sick. Alright, let's see. Can I... The gate is locked. The chain and padlock are wrapped around the handle. So, there's clearly some red lights going on back there, so I don't know. All this needs is, like, the doors from, like, Resident Evil 2, and it'd be perfect. This wall is covered in deep scratches. Is there a way for me to, like, move this? Let me see the controls. L? Right? No? Alright. I like the music. Very ominous. This brings back some memories when I was a kid. So I actually used to be, like, deathly afraid of horror games when I was a kid. Because my mom used to play, like, Silent Hill and stuff like that. And, I don't know, somehow I grew up to be the thing I hated. I love horror games. Weird. Weird how that works. The TV won't turn off. There's a VHS player, but there's no tape in it. So I guess that's our objective? Yeah, that's the same book that we had in our house. A handful of non-fiction novels. Nothing particularly interesting. Okay. I guess they're not interesting. The hell was that? Stairs are completely blocked off. I always wondered, why can't I just climb over these things? There's also these red lights in the background, so... I picked up the key. I'm guessing that's to the garage? Anyway. Hallucinations. As a trauma-based memory. Implications for psychological interventions. Routine information processing involves a process called contextual integration, whereas detailed encoding of incoming stimuli takes place, which facilitates later memory recall. For example, being able to remember who was at your birthday by recalling a full contextual image of the event. Also being able to remember what happened before and after a specific event due to integration of relevant temporal information. However, during a traumatic event, the need for quick behavioral response requires rapid information processing. This is achieved through a temporary decrease in contextual integration and a quick response based on a basic perceptual processing. The provision of rapid response to danger has consequence of a vulnerability to experiencing intrusive memories of the stressful events of a future date. The reduced contextual processing of the trauma stimuli makes them difficult to recall on a voluntary basis, due to lack of integration with cues which normally facilitate recall. However, the information is typically triggered involuntarily by stimuli, which have a perceptual match to some aspect of the traumatic events a sound or visual stimuli that invokes memory of some event. Anyway, therefore, within these theories, reduced levels of contextual integration are considered central to the development of trauma-related intrusive memories, and thereafter, the intrusions may be maintained through a number of cognitive and behavioral processes, which as avoidance in order to help to develop a presentation of PTSD. However, in order to be diagnosed with PTSD, the individual or the clinician is likely to be confident that the intrusions are in fact memories of a stressful event. A number of pages are destroyed. In summary, the relationship between hearing voices, seeing visions, and traumatic events continue to intrigue clinical researchers. However, full theoretical understanding remains elusive. The subgroup of voices and visions which are directly linked to stressful events are likely to be responsive to interventions which are based on well-developed theoretical understandings of reactions to trauma. Interesting. So whoever was in this house, I guess, was researching trauma? Oh, one of the books is missing. You remember those books that weren't exactly important? Seems they're important now, unless it's the one that's on the floor. No. Well, that's the book that was open. Okay. So I guess because we have the key, we gotta go to the garage now. Ooh. Because the only other thing that we have right now is I locked it with the garage key. Well, that's the book up there, it looks like. Ooh. A ton of VHSs here. Is there any way I can move this? Like, is there any way I can climb up? Okay, well, I guess we got another reading thing. Narcissus and Goldman, Herman Hayes. He thought that all men trickled away, changing constantly until they finally dissolved, while the artist's created images remained unchangeably the same. He thought that the fear of death was perhaps the root of all art, and perhaps also... Do you guys hear that in the background? I hope there's nothing behind me when I leave this book. Was perhaps the root of all art, perhaps also all things of the mind. We fear death, we shudder at life's instability, we grieve to see the flowers wilt again and again, and leaves fall, and in our hearts we know that we, too, are transitory and will search for laws and formulate thoughts. It is in order to salvage something from great dance of death, to make something that lasts longer than we do. Perhaps the woman after whom the master shaped his beautiful Madonna is already wilted or dead, and soon he too will be dead. Others will have lived in his house and eat at his table, but his work will still be standing, hundreds of years from now and longer. It will go on shimmering in the quiet cloister church, unchangingly beautiful, forever smiling with the same sad, flowering mouth. Okay. What am I on top of? I don't think I was meant to be up there. Alright, hold on. Tab is my inventory, but I don't have anything here. Right, so far... it doesn't look like there's anything in the area that I need. And also, I can't get back on top of these boxes. So I'm wondering... Yeah, I think that's just a glitch. This game is made in Unity, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Nope. Yeah, there's nothing that I can interact with in here besides that book. And I'm assuming the one book that I need... I don't know, maybe this is what I needed to do. Let's see. Maybe there's something that I can interact with up here? Tank controls are so awful. Yeah, there's nothing that I can interact with here. I thought maybe... Oh, wait. Aha! We found it. I flipped the switch. Aha! I was wondering why all the things were off, but I could have swore I went and, like, I tried pushing it, and it didn't work. Maybe I didn't? I don't know. Let's see. There's a body up here? Y'all see that, right? Y'all saw that, right? Picked up the red book. Oh, I guess that's just a crack in the wood. It looked like a body for a second. Like an arm. The camera angles when we leave the certain things, like the doors and whatnot, give me all the anxiety in the world. Because then it makes me feel like something's about to be there. But I'm sure that in this demo, they're just trying to set up the world. Place the fake book in the empty slot. See, I knew that that was going to move. So that leads us to the backyard. Yo, but whoever built this house must have built Raccoon City, by the way. Because, like... shits are elaborate, man. Put this book in the bookshelf, and the fridge will move. Oh, this leads to the basement. What the hell is with all these tapes, dude? It was called Heartworm. But I'm wondering why it's called Heartworm. Not tapeworm. Get it? Because it's a jokes? That was weird. Did I accidentally go the right way? It looks like I accidentally went the right way. Was there something I was supposed to grab on the other one? Alright. Letter from T. Sam, I tried calling your phone, but it's disconnected. I didn't know what else to do. Everyone's worried. Your boss called Mom and said you stopped showing up. Called Jane and... she said she's not talking to you anymore. No, I haven't always been there for you. If you need anything, want to help. What's going on with you? Is this about what happened? It was 10 years ago, Sam. It's not your fault. Can't hang on to this forever. I love you. Please call me T. T. I got the letter. Hold on. Let me go, because I'm assuming we're Sam, and we're suffering from the post-traumatic stress, and all these things are happening, and we need to kind of like figure it out. But hold on. I want to see. What is this? So I can't push it that way. I can push it this way. Is there any reason? Is that just to show me that I needed to push this out of the way? Like a pseudo tutorial of sorts? I mean, that's what it looked like. Hoping I didn't miss like a secret in the demo. But I did try going back there. You guys saw that. It didn't let me. I don't know. If you guys play this and you find a way back over there, leave the comments down in the description below, or down in the comments below. Maybe I just missed something. Oh, this looks very Control-like, Silent Hill-esque. Next thing you know, I'm gonna find myself in like cages. What the hell's behind me? Oh, is that like a version of me? I can't move. What?
Do you remember the first time you realized that one day you were going to die? Do you remember the way that fear went through you? Like electricity? The way it consumed your thoughts? The way it paralyzed you? Do you remember that day? Don't worry. I'll remind you.
Wait. That's where you end it? I barely got any. It was like only 20 minutes. Do you remember the day when you first realized that you were gonna die? That's where it ends, chat. Listen, this was fun. I actually dig this a lot. This was amazing. This was actually amazing. So listen, if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, and I'll see you guys back in the next one. All right? This was Heartworm. Link's gonna be down in the description below. I love you. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right? Stay awesome. Have a good one. See you later.